Hey everyone, this is Jorge from TeamJVS. Today I have the honor and the privilege to interview two great actresses who are starring in the film Fall, which comes out August 12th. I have Grace and Virginia with me. So welcome, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Thank you. We're lovely.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So I do want to say I finished seeing the film a couple weeks ago. I saw it again yesterday just to prep for this. And it still like made my palms sweat through tons of scenes. So, it's one of those movies where I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, how was the prepping for it? Because obviously, they're for climbing, it's not like any Joe Blow can do it, first of all. So how was that, I guess, getting prepared for this film?
Yeah, Ginny and I actually have a little bit of a background with bouldering in a climbing gym though. So not outside, but still like climbing and weren't total strangers to that, which I think was helpful. But it was the pandemic and we were one of the first projects to come back during quarantine. So, we weren't completely prepared physically. They had trainers come out and kick our butts into shape, and it was a lot of work, and but then we get to set, right, and we prepared as much as we could, but nothing prepared us for how insane the weather was. Like, nature was telling us, don't film here, leave. All the bugs, all the rain, a snake, everything was just coming to say, get off this mountain, go.
Now, in terms of, I guess, because that was a question that I did have, in terms of actual climbing, because obviously, as much as I want to believe you guys climbed like a 2,000-foot tower, I know that's just not the safest thing in the world. So I guess, how were a lot of those shots filmed? Because one thing that really took to me is you guys were for the majority of the movie in such close proximity. I'm guessing that base at the top of the tower was, no more than like 4 feet wide, basically. Not even that. Okay.
That probably like 2 feet wide. It was tiny.
And I guess to be able to like grab so much emotion, just throughout that time, that was something that, how were you guys able to do that? Because when just sitting on that tower, you guys were able to go from like grief to like empowerment, like just the whole gamut of emotions. So just kind of wanted to see how you guys, I guess, kind of channeled in that in such a close environment.
Yeah, so much of it is in the script and the writing. It really lent itself. It made it easy for our characters to have that payoff in the end because it was written that way, right? For us to get that, like, yeah. But no, we were actually on a practical tower, and it was high up. They found like a 2,000-foot cliff to then build 100-foot tower on top of it. So we had just the most insane views, the most insane time actually being high up. And we're in stunt harnesses and wires. So we're secure. No one could actually fall down to their death, but still, we were out there. We were really brave in it.
Yeah.
That's insane. Okay, because that was another question, because I know like some of the scenes, like just the way that it was shot. I think there's one where you guys are climbing halfway up the tower and one of the actual ladder pieces just like falls.
Yeah.
And I saw that scene and literally it was like, and I usually don't get reactions to movies, like physical react, but my palms just like sweated immediately. And I was like, oh God, I'm like, what is happening? So I guess for me, it's how were some of those shots made? Because obviously you guys are tied up and climbing the tower, it's a confined space. Was filming actually, I guess, did the cameras get in the way, or were you guys just trying to, I guess, did you guys just learn how to like climb around, the cameras and all that functions?
Well, they actually had, like a cherry picker type machine, one of those big kind of cherry picker, but it's like a big machine that like can bring them all the way up with us.
Yes.
So they weren't on the tower with us. They were like probably 2-3 feet away from us, as high as us, but filming a little bit far away. So we weren't having to be too close to the camera. I wouldn't say that it was anything that we were having to try to avoid. And then they use drones as well to capture some of those shots too. But yeah, I mean, Grace and I were in super close proximity to each other. You know, we were stuck this big, you know, for weeks and weeks and weeks up there at 100 feet.
I shot one of the scenes.
She did.
Of Ginny when talking about
First, like, confessional.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting there with an iPhone because it's on iPhone footage, but it was actually me because we were so close. We couldn't have someone else up there and we needed to be able to move the phone around. So they were like, Grace, hold it right here. Okay, that's a good frame right in there. And I was like, the whole time trying to hold this thing.
It came out so well. It looked great. I was like, hell yeah, Grace. You did me good.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. I did not know that. And I know our time here is wrapping up. So I did kind of want to get into, I just want to say the way that the twist at the end with the way that this movie was done, I did not see that coming. And it was such a breath of fresh air seeing kind of like a different take on one of these movies. Because I know with a lot of these movies, you know, like 47 meters down and all that, you guys are able to get put in a place where the average person can look at it. Because you look at like Chainsaw Massacre or movies like that, like these horror type thrillers where you're like, they'll never happen. So you can enjoy the movie. Yeah. When you look at some of these movies, you're like, holy crap, this could happen. Like I could be on top of, you know, like my house and the ladder could fall. And then it's like,
sure.
You know, it's like, what do I do? So that's, I guess for me, that was something that I truly appreciated. And awesome. Well, I did just want to leave you guys just, you know, just want to say thank you so much for your time. I think the movie is gonna do so, like it was so well done. I think something that has happened through this pandemic is we've gotten such great personal movies, which, you know, I think has been pretty phenomenal. You know, I've seen quite a few that were filmed during the pandemic, and it really shows the talent level that, you know, we have, and just how great you guys are able to act in almost this like solitude space. So with the final minute, you know, just want to see if you guys want to plug anything that you guys have coming up other than this movie, or just anything at all. I'll turn it over to you guys.
Ginny?
There's a book series called Beautiful Disaster, and we're turning it into a film, and we shot that last year. It'll be out later, but it's a romantic comedy with Dylan Sprouse and I. And then I've got 2 things after that I've recently learned I'm not supposed to talk about yet. So keep my mouth shut.
Understood.
I have a Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. It's coming to theaters in December.
Yes, which I am looking forward to that as well. Well, awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Appreciate it. And we will definitely be talking soon. And I cannot wait to see this in the theaters with all my buddies, because this was awesome. You guys
get a group. It'll be so fun to see their reaction.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one.